What's up guys, me3 here. Welcome to Sounds of a Love. Finally the mic is not off. I don't know why it turned off. I think it's because I unplugged it or something. Like when I opened the Explorer I unplugged it and then it changed the option automatically to my speakers or something. But let's get started. Anything on your mind? It seems that I've caught her off guard.
I wanted to know.
About?
Can I walk to school with you more often?
Yep. This is the signal of love. She wants to walk to school with me. That question seems pretty bold for her, but I oblige. Sure thing. Carrie smiles and nods her head cheerfully. I can't deny wanting to walk to school with her as well. I look at my watch to check the time. It's almost 7:45. Shall we meet where we met today then? At 7:35?
That's good with me.
So it's settled then. From today onwards, I'll be meeting and walking with a girl on the way to school. It's not something I expected to happen, but I can't complain. Sorry guys. In fact, I'm happy. We pass through the school gates and towards the main building, both of us stopping to part ways. I'll see you later then, Carrie. Lunch, right?
Sure. Lunch it is.
Yep. I head down the path towards my class with my plans for the day pretty much settled. There we go. Taking some initiative. Things are starting to develop into more now. The lunch bell stops ringing just as I make my way out of the classroom. Our teacher let us out early. I'm pretty sure she's as enthusiastic about the lessons as we are. I move through the corridor and unsurprisingly I find someone waiting for me.
Hello.
Hi. Hey Carrie, shall we get going to the cafeteria then?
Can we stop by the library first? I need to return a book.
Okay, I don't mind. She wants to go to the library? I'm not against that. I wasn't really that hungry anyway. Yeah, sure. Speaking of books, I started reading that book you gave me. I've really been liking it so far.
That's good.
Carrie smiles and turns her head in my direction.
Would you like to go to the library with me?
That's a lot of stuttering. I know what. She sounds anxious, even more so than normal. I thought we were already going to the library.
Not this one. The one.
Oh, the one in the cities. Okay, cool. I don't mind. She wants to go to the city with me? Sure. I can't keep myself from stuttering. Moments ago, Carrie just invited me out to the city. That's quite a direct thing to be asking someone she's only been friends with for mere days. Thought I said more. Carrie holds a deep blush on her cheeks, and I too can't keep myself from getting a bit tense.
Thank you.
We walk down the corridor in unison, only our footsteps audible as we keep a state of silence between us. Oh, they're gonna go out in that. Oh no, go ahead. Stepping through the door of my house, I am greeted by a sense of warmth, both in a physical and metaphorical sense. The heater is turned up pretty high, but my mother had seen me entering and greets me. How was school, son? It was good, I guess. It wasn't just good. I know for a fact that it was good. I've practically bagged a date with Carrie. In a sense, though, I don't think she sees it that way. I've only known her for 2 days, so there's no point in getting giddy about it. That's great to hear. My mother wanders off and continues up the stairs to carry on with whatever it is she was doing. I take off my shoes and stroll into the lounge with a slump. One thing about school is that it sure is pretty tiring. Ahead of me sits my father lying back in his chair, reading a book. He lifts his head and peers towards me, giving me a prodigious grin. I don't know, man. I heard that word before, I just don't know how to say it. Hello, my boy. Seems like you've had a pleasant day at school. Am I right? That smile on your face tells me everything, you know. No doubt he spotted my upbeat aura. It's not as if I was trying to hide it. You could say I had a nice day. Tell me then, son. I need to know. He sets his book down on the floor beside him and sits forward to engage himself in our conversation. Oh, it's nothing. I'm just going somewhere with a friend on the weekend. I say the weekend, but Carrie never gave me a date as to when she wanted to go. I'll just have to ask her. A friend? What sort of friend? Is it a girl? Straight on to the girls as always. I can't say that I'd never considered the topic before. Carrie, of course, is a girl. A rather nice one too. Though I don't know whether telling my father would be the most ingenious of ideas. He'll just keep asking questions until he gets to see her. That's what I would expect him to do anyway. Yeah, this is could be blunt about it and just say it's a guy. I mean, it's a girl. Oh, it's a girl. A girl? Well, congratulations, my boy. I was waiting for the day you would start dating girls. It's not a date, it's just a day out. I'm not really sure what it is. She told me that she wants to go to the library with her, but surely she must be planning something more than that. It still counts, boy. I hope you make the most of it. His words only partially make it into my head. He's always been like this. I take another look at him and realize he's reading a book. He is a publisher after all, so I guess it's his job to check over things presented to him. The print on the book's cover looks familiar. I notice the author's name and realize what the connection is. That's the same author as... The same as what, boy? The book Carrie gave to me. Going by the condition of the book she gave me, she must really like his work. That girl I'm meeting with on the weekend, she really likes the author's work. I don't really know the best way to put it. I don't think telling my father will really achieve anything. I should have kept it to myself. Why didn't you tell me, son? I'm good friends with this guy. He always makes me read his books before I sell them. I don't even like romance. Carrie does though. Maybe getting her a copy might be a good idea. She gave me a gift after all. Even if I only lent it, I may as well return the favor. Would it be okay if I lent a copy? Lend one? Just take the whole pile. He gave me too many copies of the damn thing. Instead, I only take one from the top of a pile. My father always has a way to make things absurd. Good thinking, boy. I'm sure she'll enjoy that. It's always best to get on their good side. For once, I agree with him. Giving her a gift wouldn't be a bad idea, no matter the reason behind it. Alright, thanks, Dad. Don't thank me. Thank the guy who thinks it's funny to deliver me a ton of books every 2 months. With that, I leave the room and head towards the stairs, reflecting on what had just happened. It was a pretty lucky thing to be able to get this book for Carrie. The chances of it happening were pretty slim, but my father being a publisher definitely helps in a way. I wonder if his company published the book Carrie gave me. I never actually checked. I make my way to my room, planning to give Carrie a call once inside. We really need to make arrangements for our trip. That's a good connection, man. Nothing's changed. It's still in the same messy state that it always has been. I'm in my bedroom once again, and shortly I'll be on the phone with Carrie for a second time this week. Just like everything else, my phone is where I left it. I pick it up and find Carrie in my contact list and proceed with the call. The phone rings as I idly wait for her to pick up.
Hello?
Carrie answers the phone, as I expected her to. It would be weird if someone else did. I need to get straight to the point. We didn't come to an agreement as to when and where we are going to meet for our trip. All I know is that we are going to the library. Hey Carrie, how are you? I start with conversing with her. Speaking to her is something I enjoy doing, so when given a chance to embrace the opportunity, I'll certainly take it.
I'm good. What about you?
All good. I'm good too. Especially since I get to speak to her. About our trip, we never made any plans, did we?
Oh, I forgot.
I bet she's like probably fully embarrassed right now.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. It's okay, really. Any particular day you were planning on going? I realized that I could have just asked her tomorrow. Maybe I just wanted to hear her voice for one more time today. It's a beautiful melody.
What about Saturday? Is that fine with you?
Yep, I'm fine any day. Yeah, Saturday's good. What time should we meet?
Could you meet me where we met on the way to school? At 10 a.m.?
10 a.m. It's pretty early. Certainly. That's settled then. Carrie and I will meet this Saturday. Our Saturdays are entirely free. We follow the British circulum, after all. Curriculum, I don't know. Which is good, since we get to do things like this.
I'll lead you there. You just moved here, didn't you?
I did. Thanks, Carrie. I appreciate it. I would have followed her anyway. It was her idea to go. Plus, it's Carrie. Why wouldn't I? Some muffled calls of Carrie's name are audible in the background as Carrie remains in silence. She must still be a bit flustered after I thanked her.
Sorry, I need to go to dinner. I don't think I'll be able to call you back.
It's all good. I hear a whimper through the end of the line. I guess she's as upset as I am having to end this call early and abruptly. Don't worry, Carrie. We'll be meeting on the way to school tomorrow, yes?
That's right. I'll see you
She's
then.
like a happy angel. Bye, Carrie.
Bye.
It's so weird how I'm saying it. The line goes silent as Carrie hangs up. With that done, I guess I'll have to find something to do. Seika, dinner's ready. There we go. I need to go to dinner too. Meanwhile, I eat dinner in my room, man. That's how it works. Both my parents sit at the dinner table, but it seems as if my sister hasn't made her way down yet. The girl sure is busy. Does she have any respect? It's dinner time. A wonderful family bonding session. Leave her alone. She's busy with schoolwork. Don't you want her to do well in her studies? I do. Yes, you're right, darling. The pair chow down on the sausages and mashed potatoes. I guess my mother cooked some traditional English food today. Seika, I heard you were having a good time on the phone. Who were you speaking to? It was probably that girl he was talking about earlier. Ain't that right, son? You were eavesdropping on me? I just heard of a few things, that's all. Well, whatever you were saying, I'm glad you've managed to make it 2 dinners this time. Because it's a wonderful family bonding session. That's right, boy. I'm glad you finally learnt it, unlike someone in this household. She's doing schoolwork. Oh yeah, I forgot. How this guy manages to run a company, I'll never know. I continue to eat my food as my parents start discussing topics which aren't of any interest to me. My sister eventually makes her way downstairs and sits beside me at the table. Bangers and mash again. What's wrong with traditional English food? I didn't travel there just for the woman, you know. My mother laughs at my father's statement. Why can't we have curry? We have curry as often as we have this. I finish up the last of my meal and stand up in order to put my plate in the sink. With that done, I guess I have the rest of the day to do whatever I like. After I finish my homework anyway, I head towards the stairs again, to retreat back to my room. Before I make it, my sister calls out to me. Seika, can you help me with some questions later? I don't really want to. Sure thing. He doesn't really want to, but he's gotta. He's the oldest. His sister or I think Seika's the oldest. Rays of light and the sound of chirping of birds enter my room as I pull back my curtain. Outside, the weather isn't anything short of what I asked for. A beautiful day, something which I can surely enjoy. Whoops. Getting up at this time would usually give me a sour feeling. However, today I have something to motivate me. The thought of Carrie's silky braids caressing her beautiful rose-tinted cheeks as she waits for me, basking in the sunlight, is wonderful. Lately, she's had an alluring aura, which I can't find myself resisting. She told me to give her the book today rather than at school. It's been a few days since I mentioned it. I assumed she would have wanted it as early as possible. Perhaps she would just wanted 2 things to look forward to. No matter the reason behind it, my fingers tighten around it as I store down as its cover. She may be excited to receive it, but I'm just excited to give it to her. Footsteps echo out from behind me as the door to my room opens. I turn around to find my mother standing in the doorway. You're up early? Is there something special today going on? Or whatever. Same meaning. I just change up the words. Yeah, I'm meeting someone in town. Didn't Dad tell you? No, not that I can remember. If I did, then I didn't pay attention. You know how he gets. I would have thought she would have been pretty interested to hear the details. Anyway, I've just about finished breakfast. You can tell me more about it then. Oh, and wake up your sister too. I just went in there and she probably went straight back to sleep. It's a Saturday. Can't she just let her sleep in? Most other school kids in Japan would kill to have Saturday mornings free. We are just lucky since we go to a school which follows the curriculum of another country. Alright. I oblige anyway, just to get my mother out of my room. It will still take me a few minutes to get ready. Even though it's only 8 o'clock, I still want to be set to go straight out of the bed. I'd still want to be set to get straight out of that door to see Kerry as soon as possible. After doing up my shoelaces, I walk out into the hall and give a knock on my sister's bedroom door. Get up. Ah, fine. The sounds of bedsheets being tossed about, along the moans of agony and despair, creep through the crack beside my feet. She really isn't a morning person. At least she's out of bed now. I head back down towards the end of the corridors and approach the descent to the ground floor. Time to have breakfast, something I rarely do on a Saturday. We never get to see the mother's or the dad or his face as well, and the sister's face. We don't see their faces. Toast. That's what I smell when sitting down at the dining table, ready to tuck in. It's not the most elegant of dishes. The concept of cooked bread is quite plain. You cannot compare it to a fulfilling, traditional English breakfast, but a slice of toast is certainly fine every now and then. My sister soon joins me, scrapping with chair across the hardwood floor next to me. She apathetically examines the toast before her, putting it in her mouth soon after, a move which bars her from joining the typical morning commotion. So, Seika, who are you meeting then? It's that girl you're on about, isn't it? You should really bring her home one of these days. Hell, I don't even know her name. Her name is Geraldwyn. So I see. My father goes back to eating his toast. However, my mother continues to converse with me. I'm glad you're making more friends, Seika. As if she couldn't make me sound like any more of a loner. Oh yeah, son. Did you remember to pack that book I gave you? Of course I did. That's my boy. A quick glance at the clock on the wall tells me it's approaching 9:45. I ought to set off. I don't have to leave this early, since it's only a short walk away from my house. However, getting to see Carrie for just a little bit longer will probably do me some good. I bet she'll be there early too. I wave goodbye to my parents, both of whom continue to eat their breakfast and discuss trivial topics which don't necessarily concern me. A cold breeze meets my face as I open the door and step out into the world. Wow, that's like going to heaven. Look at that. I feel like the dad and the son has a pretty close relationship, man. Soon enough, in my sight, I catch Carrie's blonde braids swaying softly in the wind as she twindles with her thumbs and waits for me. She hasn't noticed me approaching yet, but she soon will. I don't think I'll be able to cover her eyes and surprise her. As I approach her, something weird is made apparent. She's still wearing her school uniform, even though it's a Saturday. I have to admit, it does look good on her, but I was hoping to see her wearing something casual. Maybe I should ask her about it. She turns her head towards my direction, and finally takes notice of me, looking visibly startled, even though I'm still nowhere near her yet. My hand glides through the wind as I wave to her, slowly but surely making my way beside her. Hey, Carrie.
Hello?
Hello? I thought she was gonna say hello, Seika. Oh yeah, she can't say hello, Seika. I forgot. Wait, I'm gonna save here. She can't say hello, Seika, because they don't know. How long have you been waiting for? I knew she would arrive before me, but I wouldn't want her to have waited for too long.
Oh, not long.
She's lying. She arrived at 9:30. That's good. She could just be saying that to make me less concerned, but I'll trust her on it.
Shall we get going then?
Yeah! Carrie takes the initiative, and I give her a truthful response. Yes, I'd love to. Carrie blushes at my answer. I really do want to go on this trip with her. Wait, Carrie. I'm not really sure whether this is a good time to give it to her, but it's agonizing to keep waiting. I really wanted her to have it. I have something to give you. Pulling the book out of my coat, I present it to Carrie in a similar fashion as when she to me. Similar. Oh, I said it wrong. Similar. Fine, my bad. Maybe not in a such passionate way as she did, but the passion is certainly there within my fingertips. Carrie stands still, taken aback. She curiously peers towards the book, reaching out and tracing it with the tip of her index finger. She softly brushes mine in the process, going red after the surface of our fingers meet one another.
Sorry.
Why is she apologizing? Come on, it makes me feel bad. You don't have to apologize. She looks up towards me, and our eyes meet. Her amber eyes shimmer in the morning light, which are too soon diverted back towards the book within my hands.
Can I really have this?
Sure, cause apparently Dad said he has a shit ton of copies, man. Of course, it's a present. You can keep it. Carrie tightens her fingers around the book, once again brushing her smooth skin against mine. This time, she doesn't apologize. However, she can't help but blush once more as her cheeks bloom like a rose in spring.
How did you know I liked this author?
Well, if I wrote the book you gave me before, it was quite worn, so I assume you've read it multiple times. Anyway, let's get going. We wouldn't want to miss the train.
You're right.
Carrie and I walk towards the train station, side by side. In a way, she's acting as my guide as I still don't know my way around. I can't help but take a few glances at her whenever possible. She herself does the same, peering towards me from time to time. Yeah, they're going on a date. Well, it's like a date, a bit. The trip into the city wasn't long, but it was short, was enjoyable. Carrie and I didn't converse much, but it wasn't much as if either of us was uninterested in the other. An enjoyable silence. Carrie takes me through the city, trying to stay as close to me as she can. Despite her taking the lead, it's confusing. Sure, but I wouldn't be the one to argue against it.
We're almost there.
Yep, and I'm losing my voice. She continues to weave through the urban sprawl as we make our way towards the library she had planned on visiting. The way she walks is quite cute in its own way, as she takes small dainty strides, making light footsteps, which tap quietly against the pavement. Finally, she stops and turns towards me, almost making me bump into her.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, she keeps saying sorry, like, it might make the character feel bad a lot. She looks visibly upset about the ordeal, so I calm her down as always. It's alright, Carrie.
Okay. Anyway, we're here now.
This is it. I look to my left to see a modern building with a signage designating it as the town's public library. The exterior is fairly clean, so perhaps it is newly built.
I preferred the old one. The stonework was pretty.
Oh, too bad I wasn't here for it, hey?
No, this one is good too.
Well, at least it's a library, you know what I mean? It's a library, it has the books and everything, you know. Carrie gives me her thoughts on the building, confirming my suspicions on the date of construction. It's no surprise, urban areas are always changing. Shall we go inside?
Sure.
I feel like her voice is like...
You should have brought your uniform. They give discounts to students.
Oh, holy shit, how am I supposed to know? So that's why she is wearing it. Certainly, I'd be simpler for her to say she's a student anyway. Though pretending to be a regular high schooler on the Japanese curriculum works too, even though she looks far from it. I wasn't planning on buying any books anyway. Even if I wanted one, I'd take it out on lease anyway. Please observe silence at all times. Okay. It says inside the background. As a pair, we make our way inside the building. We are greeted to the warmth of the heating, alongside the traditional smell of books you expect in the library. They're a couple.
I just want to look around. I probably won't get anything.
I'll shout you. No man, I don't think who have the money.
I just want to look around. I probably won't get anything.
I'll shout you. No man, I don't think who have the money.
I just want to look around. I probably won't get anything.
I'll shout you. No, man, I don't think he'll have the money.
I have the one you gave me after all.
Oh, she's so cute, man. Look at her. Kara's cheeks glow a bright shade of crimson as she states the fact to me. Maybe the actual fact of the matter is that she wasn't just planning on going to the library, and she just wanted to invite me out. Well, it's a possibility. I want to do more with her, but just coming here is enough. Seeing her cute demeanor on the weekend is a threat in and of itself. The two of us stroll through the library together, with Carrie taking me between the bookshelves as she scans for anything that might pique her interest. I can't help but watch her eyes dart from shelf to shelf as she looks keenly at the covers of each book. She finally reaches out towards something and gracefully claps the book within her grip. Found something?
It's a book about gardening. I like flowers, so I thought it would become another hobby.
Okay. How many hobbies does this girl have?
We could get going now if you'd like. I can't find any books that would top the one you gave me.
Carrie shoots me a smile, one which pierces my heart. She guides me towards a digital checkout.
Just want to look around. I probably won't get anything.
I'll shout you. No, man, I don't think he'll have the money.
I have the one you gave me after all.
Oh, she's so cute, man. Look at her. Kara's cheeks glow a bright shade of crimson as she states the fact to me. Maybe the actual fact of the matter is that she wasn't just planning on going to the library, and she just wanted to invite me out. Well, it's a possibility. I want to do more with her, but just coming here is enough. Seeing her cute demeanor on the weekend is a threat in and of itself. The two of us stroll through the library together, with Carrie taking me between the bookshelves as she scans for anything that might pique her interest. I can't help but watch her eyes dart from shelf to shelf as she looks keenly at the covers of each book. She finally reaches out towards something and gracefully claps the book within her grip. Found something?
It's a book about gardening. I like flowers, so I thought it would become another hobby.
Okay. How many hobbies does this girl have?
We could get going now if you'd like. I can't find any books that would top the one you gave me.
Carrie shoots me a smile, one which pierces my heart. She guides me towards a digital checkout in which she swipes the book and places it within a bag. It's strange to think that even libraries have self-service nowadays. The world sure is changing.
Shall we?
It's like shopping centers, like you can do self-service there now. Like you used to have to wait for some guy to scan your shit and yeah. Yes, let's side by side.